Hello, lords and ladies. We're here doing another episode of Zelda 1. We're just about to head into the 4th dungeon, having just completed the 3rd dungeon. We had to fight this plant-headed monstrosity, and we got a piece of the Triforce and a heart, as per usual. Now, somewhere around here, there's going to be a little boat platform for me to head to the 4th dungeon. I'm not 100... Ooh, arrows. Well, let's buy some arrows. Now we can actually use our bow. I think. Although I still believe that it shoots rupees. Yeah, so every time I shoot this bow, it costs me a rupee. So we're probably going to put that away for now. But it's good to know that we have it. I guess that raft maybe just triggers automatically, or it's context sensitive or something. Now this screen, I'm lost. I did not mean to get here, but this definitely looks secret-y. So once we kill these levers, we're gonna try pushing those statues and see what happens. I'm betting there'll be an underground hole with some rupees or something to that effect. So in true Zelda style, we're just gonna open them up and find out. Oh, sword beams make the combat in this game so much simpler. Like, every enemy yeah, there's our stairway. Pretty much every enemy that I've encountered so far either shoots like a very slow moving... Ooh, there's the blue ring. Okay, well, we'll remember that's there, but we're gonna need some more rupees. A couple dungeons, and we'll have 250, and we will buy... I now feel silly that I bought the bow and arrow, but I think that'll come in handy. Again, talking about how important it is to attack things from afar, like having the bow and arrow for the last dungeon would have made a huge difference. A lot of the frustrating combats, it sort of gives you an opportunity to just pay your way out of it because it's very easy to shoot things from afar. Okay. Dungeon 4. If we have serious troubles here, I think now we could get the white sword as well. That's what the old man in the last dungeon was giving us a hint towards. So that may be something in our future. Although it's very close to the entrance of Dungeon 5. So we'll probably do it as part of that episode unless I get seriously stuck. Sort of an interesting thing they do to gate the different weapons is that you require... Ooh, these are interesting. They explode into bats. Kind of like a combination of... Yeah, they have some interesting movement too. I quite like these things. I wonder what these are called. Like if they've ever been revisited. There's a boss in one of the games that turns into a bat. I believe the boss of the Tower of Hera in A Link to the Past does that. But I could be wrong. It may be Link's Awakening as well, but one of the 2D Zeldas has an enemy like that. Anyway, the different swords, it requires you to have a certain number of... Interesting. I wonder if this is something where we can use the candle to... There we go. I guess dropping that one little fire on the ground lit up the entire room. Which is kind of cool, really. Anyway, I keep getting distracted. It gates... You need to have a certain amount of strength represented by heart containers to wield each sword. So I need 5 heart containers to wield the white sword and 12, I think, to wield the magic sword. So even though I could get both of them, or I could get to both of them, like right out of the beginning of the game, it behooves me to explore a little bit first. And again, because it's heart containers, like, later games would almost certainly do that behind a dungeon. Like, they require you to beat a certain number of dungeons before the path opens up, or whatever. More conventional, gatekeeping. And I do actually quite like the idea of, like, you just need this many pieces of heart. That's an example of something, like, very Breath of the Wild-y, in my opinion, about this game. So, I don't know, maybe I can use the raft to get to the other side of that? Or maybe, I think the next item that we're up to get is the ladder. And maybe that's gonna be something that we use a lot of in this level. The candle is actually pretty good for taking out these demon things. Until this dungeon, I really wasn't convinced that the candle was actually usable in combat, because we haven't successfully been able to kill anything with it. But now we're killing stuff with it left, right, and center. I'm just gonna switch to the boomerang for that last guy. Before you find the map, it's really hard to find your way. Ooh, so we were talking about like-likes before. These are actual like-likes, it looks like. Interesting that they pair the like-like, which I believe even in this game is the thing that steals your shield. Oh, maybe not. Anyway, I was gonna say it's cool that they pair the like-like that steals your shield with the jinxes that steal your, or the bubbles that, whatever they're supposed to be, that steal your sword for a limited amount of time. But I don't think the like-likes. Maybe if I had the upgraded shield, they'd take that away and I'd have to buy it again. But the regular shield doesn't seem to count as an item. Come on. Just trying to kill this bat. My health is definitely getting down there, which is unfortunate. These slimes I never like the color of. Zelda uses a very basic color palette, and often does. Oh, interesting. So with that ladder, I can just walk across these gaps now. Anyway, the color palette is very limited in this game, so I think it's just using like a certain background color for the slimes. But it doesn't really. They don't seem to pick a contrasting color, which I question, because personally I don't think it looks that great. This is just a dark room full of slimes. There's my map. Unless I can boomerang it, I'm gonna have to come around. Or maybe getting all the kills will Okay, so we're gonna have to do like a little loop here. But it's always good to get the map. These things seem to respawn every time I leave the room, which is somewhat irritating. But whatever. Oh. First death in Dungeon 4. That's unfortunate. I might go visit the... Well, maybe not. I was gonna say I'd go check out the ferry. But let's just keep going here. See what else we can find. If we really get stuck, we'll go ferry our health back up. These things really aren't that difficult, except that there starts to be a lot of bats in the room. I think maybe the strategy that I should be adopting going forwards is to kill off these bats before I kill the next thing, because I keep ending up with a room full of bats, and that's really not good. So, there we go. That seemed to work. Backtrack, 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 backtrack. This is a extremely ugly color scheme for this dungeon. I'm not sure. I guess this is yellow. Maybe it's meant to be gold. I could see that, but it really just looks like throw up to me, and I'm not sure I would have picked it. Zelda often praised for the dungeon aesthetic. The aesthetics in this game are not fabulous, I gotta say. Doesn't seem like those bat guys drop anything, so I'm not gonna worry too hard about fighting them anymore. This ladder definitely comes in handy. Okay, this is the room with the locked door, I think. Get out of here. And then if we go to the right here, I think that should put us back in the room where we want to get the map. If I'm remembering correctly. So, even if we die here, which is a more than likely possibility, now we have the map. This one kind of looks... I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Maybe we're in a... Maybe it's a snake? Or something like that. Or maybe they just don't have pictures at all. But certainly we were in one that seemed to be like oh, wow. So this is an example of where I think using the bow might be the right call. Oh. Okay. Let's go get some sword beams before we come back to that. Because we barely killed that thing last time. And I don't know why it would be any easier the second time around. So... if I remember correctly, the fairy is just down here a little ways. And we should probably learn the lesson we learned last time and kill, sort of clear a path to get back so that we aren't getting sword beams and then losing them. Ooh, there's some lag there. I don't know if that was the game itself or if that was Mason, but that was definitely some lag. Oh. Okay. Now we're in good shape to fuck some shit up. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, once again, not taking my own advice. I didn't really clear a path, but we're not too far away, so hopefully I'll just get kind of lucky and not die on my way there. There's the platform right there. We gotta cross this bridge. Oh. See? I should have learned a lesson there, but it did give me the heart right after I lost it, so that was very fortuitous. I'd say thank you to the gaming gods. I'm just gonna take a save state in this first room here, in case we get in trouble again. Oh, I accidentally went full screen there. Wow, what the hell. We'll finish this dungeon out full screen. This may have created like a weird glitch in the footage. If so, I apologize. So it should just be a straight shot to the boss now. We have the item, we have the map, we have the compass. Yeah, see, like, sword beams change everything. I guess if we didn't have the candle at this point, this would be a lot harder because we wouldn't be able to see where we were going. I don't know if it ever told us to get the candle. We did it to be able to collect some pieces of heart because I was struggling with dungeons 2 and 3. but there's nothing that I've seen so far other than just checking every shop as you came across them. I guess we would have walked past the shop several times on our way here, but I do kind of like that there's no hand-holdy, like, oh, like if this was a modern day game, they would say, hey Link, like you need this item, like maybe we should go explore this village, and they might have one there. And Zelda 1, that's not really the philosophy. There's a lot more of just new obstacles and fucking figure it out. Which has pros and cons. I will say that if I had gotten here without the candle and not knowing the candle was a thing, I probably would be very confused and frustrated. Okay. Okay. Oh god. And that's why God invented save states. So we can skip the trip back to the ferry. We'll probably give this one more try before I cut the episode off. Let's, we're playing for keeps this time. Let's get serious. I'm just gonna skip past these rooms. I don't want to lose any unnecessary health on my way there. So, I'm not going to avoid killing enemies, but I'm not going out of my way to kill anything. I'm really just clearing a path. This room I'm going to end up killing everything, probably anyway. These jumpy guys are quite easy with sword beams, so it's not much to worry about, I don't think. Same with the slimes. The real danger of the slimes is that moment that I just captured there. When you first pop them, they can tend to explode into you, which gives them a hit. Ugh. Okay, well, we didn't make it easy on ourselves, but let's give it a shot. I really don't think you're meant to fight this thing with bombs, but the bombs just work so extraordinarily well. We are out of bombs now, though. And I know in the later dungeons it's going to eventually ask us to have... sorry, it's not going to ask us to have bombs. Walk into the waterfall. So that's another clue towards, like, this waterfall, which is where we're going to find the white sword. So I really think the game wants us to have the white sword going into Dungeon 5. It's right beside Dungeon 5, and we would absolutely have enough, like, heart containers at that point if we'd been going through the dungeons in order. So we will probably do that. Oh, that's kind of a cheap shot. You walk into the laggy dark room and the things scream towards you and kill you. Okay, without my sword beams, I'm a little bit less well equipped to fight these things, but they're still not terrible. The bats you can get with the boomerang, so... I do like that this game really pushes you to, like, maneuver. A lot of the enemies do a lot of movement, and the game really wants you to fight things from afar. This is the classic block pushing puzzle that Zelda 1 seems to love. Again, we got the dinosaur sound. The more I encounter it, it's not. It seems like such a minor thing, but I really do think it kind of adds to the effect to sort of have. Oh god. To sort of. Oh my god. Oh, let's see if we can get a good hit with the candle. That might do some heavy damage. We'll see. Nope, it did not. Okay, well, we're gonna try to use the bow here. It also does no damage, so... We're in pretty rough shape here, I gotta say. But I'm gonna try my best. I am, the more I play, the better I'm getting at the combat, and I died. I think I'm gonna call it there. And in the next episode, we'll be attempting that boss again. We'll see you next time.